Hello travelers, welcome back to Underground Library. I'm Hanseling Gok, a storyteller and alchemist in here. Since last time we have talked about the different directions in Cantonese, and today we're going for the public transport. Please follow me and we can have a chat together. Welcome to my room. Please take a seat and we can have a chat together. For the public transport, they have a lot of different systems in the whole world. And today I pick up the system is the Hong Kong public transport. Public transport in Cantonese is 公共交通工具,公共交通工具. For the beginning, we have something easy that is from English translate to Cantonese, so the pronunciation is so similar. We're having the minibus, bus, and taxi. For minibus in Cantonese is 小巴,小巴. Bus, 巴士,巴士. Taxi, 的士,的士. Isn't it so similar with English? Yes, cause all is just translated from English directly and have this pronoun. So if you're English speaker, and I'm quite sure you are easy to catch it up. And for the Hong Kong public transport, for the minibus, they have two kind of different colors. They have the red one and the green one. And mostly you can saw is the green one. They are the most common and they have following the strict regulations and they have the standard of the minibus station or minibus stop. They have to stop in it. However, for the red minibus, they have less regulation and most of the time are previously owned. So that's why for the bus stop and for the time it's not stable. So if you are someone that are new to Hong Kong and you taking the minibus, I recommend you can having the green minibus first because you can know what time will they arrive and run, what kind of station they will stop it. And for the taxi in Hong Kong, they have three kind of color. They have the blue one, red one, and green one. After that, we're having something on the ground. We're having the subway, or maybe say on the ground and under the ground as well. We're having the subway, light rail, and tramway. For subway in these are 地鐵, 地鐵 or 火車, 火車. I know it's most people using 火車 right now, but I will explain a little bit later on. And we're getting the light rail, 輕鐵, 輕鐵, tramway, 電車, 電車 or 叮叮叮. Yeah, for the subway, I have called it 火車 and 地鐵. Mostly it's calling 地鐵. However, as I saw some information, in the past people were calling the Israel line in Hong Kong call it 火車. It's not 地鐵. Because before they are the different company and the people for separate them, they will call them 火車. But that is just a history, and nowadays already no one calling the Israelite for 火車, but just more information in case someone to telling you about I'm having the 火車, then you yeah, it's talking about the Israelite. And for the tramway, they have two way to saying it. One is of course the formal way, the 電車. However, at the same time, some people will call it tramway ding ding is because the bell of the tramway when they arrive the stations is like ding ding, this kind of sound. So they are using the sound of the bell to replace tramway this word. After that, we're having the ferry and the boat. For ferry in Cantonese, that is 渡海小輪,渡海小輪. I know that is a little bit complicated, so normally people is just calling them 渡,渡輪 or 小輪, 小輪. For boats in Cantonese will be soon. Soon. For more information, if you are someone in Hong Kong or having traveled this place, I strongly recommend you can take a look of the Star Ferry, Tin Sing Xiu Lun. Star Ferry is a really iconic in Hong Kong. The view in the Star Ferry is just gorgeous, especially when the sunset or the nighttime. You can take a look of the full Victoria Harbour, and the lights is and a little bit wind blowing. That is just perfect. I can't describe how great is it, but if you've never been before, I will recommend you can take a look of it, and I'm sure mostly people will loving it. And we also get the airplane. 飞机,飞机. For the airplane, there's nothing special information I can find it. So if you notice it, please inform me about it. I'm quite interested about. Also we got some kind of the stations. We're having the pier, airport, bus stop, and also the subway stations. So for the pier, that will be 码头, 码头. Airport, 机场, 机场. Bus stop, 巴士站, 巴士站. Subway stations, 地鐵站, 地鐵站. For more information is about the minibus. That is something extra today. As I said that the minibus in Hong Kong they have the red and green, especially the red one they don't have the standard stations, right? So you have to let the driver know that you have to get off the minibus. Sadly, it's not all the minibus they having the bell for you. So sometimes you have to scream it out loudly and let the driver know you have to get off the minibus. So here is a example that is get off a supermarket. Normally people are just choosing something that iconic at that area. For example, like a hotel or a supermarket. At the supermarket, you can just tell the driver, 超市有落啊唔該。超市有落啊唔該。超市 is meaning the supermarket and get off is meaning 有落. So when you put it together, you have to get off at the supermarket. You can just say, 超市有落啊唔該. Please remember your voice have to be loud enough to let the driver notice that. Because I've tried a couple of times. I'm too shy to saying that, right? And the driver is just can't hear my voice because the minibus is quite loudly as well. So yeah, it's feel a little bit embarrassing. But if you would love to try the minibus, is a kind of interesting experience as well. And also people let the driver know before the turning to just say, I have to get off after the turning. Then that will be 轉彎有落，轉彎有落啊唔該。For some kind of street, maybe they don't have any too iconic shop, so people will just use it. I have to get off after the turning. I have to get off like after turn left or right or something. So in this case, you don't have any shop location for the driver to notice that. Then you can just say, I have to get off after turning. Then you can just say, 轉彎有落啊唔該. So yeah, it's the public transport in Cantonese, and today I just pick up the Hong Kong public transport system. If you're interested about Cantonese, Chinese culture, please like, share, and subscribe my channel. And don't forget to give me a comment and let me know what you are interested for. Also, please follow my Twitter. I will update my daily life in there, and we can have a chat and tea together. I'm Hanselingo, and I'll see you next time. Bye.